Hey, what's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to go over the top 10 hottest selling football cards. So we're going to dive in deep. We're going to look at the top 10 cards, individual cards that had the most sales over the last 7 days. You can see number one right here. We're going to dive into that in a second. It's really important to know that. I check it periodically because you want to know what's in demand, what is selling. But before we dive into that, I got a few reminders. The audios from these videos, you can catch them on the podcast. Link for that in the description. As I go through the video, when I look at the cards, I'll do buy, sell, or hold. And the ones that I think are buys, I'll send out to the Card Pack newsletter before I actually publish the video. So join that. It's free. And if you want to get my top sports card pick of the day and join one of the best discords in all of sports card investing, join the Sports Card Society. It's only $12.99 a month or $129 a year. I think it works out to like maybe 40 cents a day. And the way we do it, we have a membership area. I publish a new video pretty much every day. It's about a 5-minute video, shows the card, shows all the data and research as to why I like that card and why I think it's going to go up, and what I plan on doing with it. Am I flipping it in a month? Am I holding it for 3 months? Am I holding it long term? What am I doing with it? Some previous examples are this Kyler Murray here. We're getting it for around, well, even less than that, but $192 here. Went for in February. And now today, here it is going for $349, $350, best offer accepted. This Chipper Jones, we're getting it for about $75, $80 in January. Here it is in March going for $285. Here's this LeBron James going for $175 in January, and just a month later, it's up to $650. I mean, if all you do is buy this card, right? Back here at $175, you're up to $650. This way, way, way more than pays for your entire year of your Sports Card Society membership. Not to mention all the other cards you're going to get. And the Discord is one of the best in the sports card industry because it's a private group. It's not a bunch of free chumps coming in there just spouting their crap and getting out. Like, people that are in there are committed to the community. They're active investors. They're experienced. They're helpful. It's an excellent Discord. So link for that in the description. SportsCardSociety.com. Here we are. So I'm in the Market Movers tool. Went to sales volume by card, pulled up football, PSA 10 over the last 7 days. You got to start at the PSA 10 because that is where the entire market sets itself upon. Like, every price is based on the PSA 10 price. Also, I really want to get to 3,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell while you're at it, and because you're awesome, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Let's see here. So number one on the list is Mr. Kyler Murray, his 2019 Donruss. This is a card that I recommended to the society quite a while ago. I've bought a good number of these cards. We were getting them for around $100, and it looks like the ending average is 178 right now, and we're not even close to the season. I think it's going to be a $300+ card by the time the season's over. Because of the time of year it is, I'm probably going to have a lot of buys on this video, so I'll put links to those in the description. So his 2019 Donruss, pop counter 2819, 22 sales on the week. That gives him number one. It's not exactly the highest football buying season, except for people that know what they're doing. Like, I'm putting so much money into football right now, and I have been. This card to start the week was 165, got up to a high of 183, latest sale of 178. It's a good looking card. I got a bunch of these. I have a bunch of these. Let's pull this back 90 days. So it'll be January 14th. See, this card was down here. $100, $103. And it's just been going up, 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 up the entire 90 days. Do you see any reason why that'll stop? We have the NFL draft coming up at the end of the month. We have spring training. We have all this stuff. We have training camp, coming up. And just the media hype machine is just going to keep building and building. The market, the people, the fans are just going to be more and more amped for football. I see no reason why this chart won't continue up. I think this is going to be a $300+ card pretty easily by the time the season rolls around. Let's go to eBay and check it out. If I hadn't said it by now, I'm obviously a buy on this card. Let's go here. Let's sort this thing. 185, perfect. 185, perfect. 185, perfect. 185, perfect. Actually, this one you make an offer on it, get it for less than 180 probably. I'm a buy all across. Absolutely, I'm a buy on that card. Buy, buy, buy. Where's Justin Timberlake? Where are you? Justin, hop in. There we go. What's going on, buddy? You know it. Buy, buy, buy. Next on the list, Barry Sanders, 1989 Topps Traded Base. Pop count of 4371. 20 sales on the week. Oh, I'm doing a giveaway By the way, I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. I'm doing a giveaway. I'm giving away an NFL Prizm Cello pack. Those are going for about $40-45 right now. They got, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Tua, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, all these people. A lot of great rookies in there. The quarterback's obviously at the forefront, but I'm giving that away, and all you need to do to enter, I'll put a link in the description. You just got to click the link in the description. It'll take you over to my NBA Top Shot showcase. And all you got to do is click that like button. It's like a like or a fire thing or something. Click that, take a screenshot, and just come back to the video and post it in the comments. That's it. It'll take you maybe 30 seconds, and you'll get in that drawing. I'll be doing the drawing on May 5th. Again, everything I just said, it'll be in the description, the link, and the instructions, okay? So Barry Sanders, 4,371 pop count, 20 sales on the week, down about 7%. This is a card that just kind of keeps popping up to me. This was on the list, I believe. Oh, no. I was thinking of the Pro Set, where he's in his college uniform. This one, the Topps one, yes. But Barry's been popping up on the list. That you gotta think something of that. If Barry Sanders cards keep showing up of all the legends out there, Barry Sanders seems to be the one that keeps showing up on these top 10 lists. So to me, that's like, if I'm going to buy a vintage guy, maybe it should be Barry Sanders. He seems to have the most sales going on, the most interest. So this card started the week at $275, had a low sale of $227, a high sale of $287, and a latest sale of $255. Let's pull it back 90 days, boys and girls. Let me get some coffee. So this card, during the vintage time in January, early February, there was a big run up. So it got up to $470 at its height, and it's been going down ever since. But if you look closer, let's zoom into 30 days. You can see that it's been going down, yes, but over the last couple weeks, it's really been kind of flat. And you're like, what are you talking about flat? It's going up and down. Yeah, that's what I mean. It kind of keeps going up and down between a price. You got to look in the middle. You got to read between the lines. That's what this technical analysis stuff is all about when you read these charts. Like, here's the low, 226. Here's the high, 299. What's in the middle? 273. So it looks like this card's real value to me is somewhere around 250. And you see it kind of starting to even out here at 250. I think its real value is about 250. You can get it for 225. Holy moly, what a good buy. But I think it's about 250. And I don't know, it'll get down here to 227 and it'll bounce back up. So that tells me that the market says when it gets down that low, it's just not going to let it drop. So 225 is about as low as this card seems like it's going to go. Let's go to eBay because I think I might be a buy on this one too. It's Barry. Legend. Won't be anything I'm looking to do anything real quick with, but odds are an opportunity will pop 300 or best. No, I'm not paying that. So I'll hold off on that. I would hold this card, but I'd be looking to buy it if I get it for 250. But there's going to be so many buys on this video, I'm just going to let that one fall through. Sam Darnold, I'm not going to be a buy on that one. 2018 Prizm, pop count of 1,074, 19 sales on the week, down 21%. Of course, he had a big boost with that trade to Carolina. But then everyone realized, shit, he went to Carolina. Why do I care about that? Now, if they draft a receiver or something, that's going to help him. But here it was, card started the week at 250, ended the week at 173. I was definitely saying sell this guy when he was on here last week. I was saying sell, sell, sell. The opposite of, Justin Timberlake's. Sell. So I'm a sell. I'm not even going to look at it anymore. I'm a sell on that. Kyler, I'm going to buy on that. Next, Dwayne Haskins. 2019 Prizm base, pop count of 932, 17 sales on the week. I don't know why he keeps making the list, down 8%. I don't even want to pull up his chart. I am so not a buy on this. I am, not only am I a sell, wait, why do I still have this? Why is this still in my collection? Why is this still in my portfolio? Why have I not gotten rid of this long ago? This card started the week at 55, ended the week at 46. Let's pull it back 90 days. Because Dwayne Haskins, you'll barely ever hear him again. Look at this. Why? Look at the market going crazy. 117. Let him go up. Come on. And he's been down here slowly going down because he just crashed so hard. Not interested at all. Sell it. Don't even hold it. Just sell it. Get out of Dwayne Haskins. Kyler Murray, next on the list. 5th on the list. 2019 Prizm, pop count of 1931. 15 sales on the week. I recommended this card to my society also. Up about 18% on the week. Start of the week at 519. End of the week at 613. I see no reason why this can't be a $1,200, $1,500 card by the time the season rolls around. So, yeah, I'm a buy. Look at that chart. Look at this beautiful, beautiful chart just going up. Now, it's kind of leveled off here a bit. It can be deceiving. You got to really learn how to read these charts. By the way, to do technical analysis and read these charts better, because I get a lot of questions about that all the time, I put together this Delta Factor course. And that's really what it's about, is finding buy signals and being able to read these charts, read between the lines, that is. And you get a couple bonuses here, too. You get a free month of the Sports Card Society and a year of the Discord group. Plus, you get this, which is about 7-8 videos, 3-4 hours of contents, and you get free access to all updates that I do, because I'll be adding videos in there, too, periodically over time. For instance, this chart right here, this is a Luka. This is his Prizm in purple, his Optic in blue, and his Select Premier level in green. And this just showed me, well, you look at this, you're like, yeah, obviously the green's a better one, but, should I buy it? Should I buy anything? I'm sitting here looking at, these are going down, this is going up. That's really weird that happens. That's rare. And that kind of starts following Prizm, but I'm sitting here like, no, this is going to cross Prizm. And at the time, it hadn't crossed Prizm yet, but now if you go look today, this Select Premier level Luka, which is the green one, is now about $200 above the Prizm and has solidly passed the Prizm, and I think it's going to continue going up. So I go over stuff like that. Excuse me. So check that out. Link for that in the description. This Kyler Murray, I'm a buy. Let's go to eBay and see what we can find. I'm feeling like around $600 is a good price. Because again, I feel like this is going to be a $1,200, $1,500 card. Oh yeah. There we go. 600 or best offer. I'd probably make an offer on that. Yeah, I'd make an offer, see what happens. 11 watchers. There's offers. So you can get some deals here. If you can get under 600, I dig it. Big time. Yeah, buddy. Big buy on that one. Big buy on Kyler Murray. Justin Herbert. And I'm a Vikings fan, by the way, too. It's just, Kyler Murray's an exciting player. And he's really, really, like, here's fantasy. Look at the fantasy football chart. Kyler Murray's number 3 on the list. Arguably number 2, after Josh, because Josh Allen runs a bit. Mahomes obviously number 1. Kyler Murray is, fantasy football-wise, period, very highly touted. Next on the list, Justin Herbert, 2020 Prizm base. Pop count of 646. Only 15 sales on the week. I meant only 646. It's a fairly low number. And that number's not going to be going crazy because people can't be sending these in because they're not paying $300 to get this Justin Herbert graded at PSA. Now, there's some that are in that are going to be coming out, but I think his pop count stays fairly low. Up 9% on the week. Let's pull up this chart. Oh, I'm so excited to go morel mushroom hunting. Hopefully I find some this time. It's getting warmer. I've been seeing people posting on Facebook around here, around the state, anyways, the region, pictures of finding some. So I'm feeling optimistic. This is a good card. Started the week at $1,200. No, that's not real. Latest sale of $1,099. $1,200. That just seems too high because you can get it for around $1,000. $1,100 is probably about where it should be. Let's pull this back 60 days. And this card's been pretty sideways, really, as you can see. Oh, by the way, this is the market movers tool that I'm using here to get all this data. Most important thing I use in sports card investing, no doubt about it. I mean, this thing makes me a lot of money. It has a subscription, obviously. I do the yearly subscription of the pro version, but I don't see it as an expense at all. Like I see it as this thing makes me a lot of money. The money I spend on this is irrelevant because I make a lot more money than I spend on this tool. So if you're at all serious about sports card investing, you really do need this. So the link for this is in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month of your first year. But this card here, you can see if you read between the lines, it's kind of sideways. See that dotted line? I wonder if they got his PSA 9 in here. They do. So let's pull up the PSA 9 also. See if there's any discrepancies. I'll show you what I mean. It's a little bit of technical analysis right here. So if we go all the way to the end, the latest date, the 10 is up 14%, the 9 is down 5.5%. pop count of the 9 is a little higher than the 10. Now, typically, I'm going to click this little button here, ratios. Now, typically a 9 should be about 3, a 10 should be about 3.5 times the value of a 9 if the pop counts are close. So it might be a little more than that, but the reason we look is because if the ratios are too far off, you can find really good values, right? So if the ratio is all of a sudden like a 5, that would tell me that the 9 is undervalued because the 10 shouldn't be 5 times the value of a 9. It should be about 3.5, roughly speaking. So let's look what we got. 4.78. That's pushing it. That's interesting. Granted, the pop count here is a little bit higher than the 10, but the demand for him is so high that I feel like this is probably a little too. It's probably a little too high, this ratio. So it tells me the 9 might be a bit of a good value. Let's pull up the 9 on eBay and see if we can find it for around that $230 price. Oh, $245 or best offer right there off. Oh, but they gave it the OC. Why'd I even do that? Don't even do that. Just give it the 9. Don't put OC on there, PSA. You suck. Don't put that on there. Off center. Well, yeah, no shit. Let's pull this card up. Let's see how off center it is. Does anyone see anything there? Hello? Does anyone see anything there as to why? It's probably because of the top and bottom. Because of the top and bottom. Over a certain percentage, they do, but it doesn't seem that bad to me. I feel like it's BS when they do that. You see it more in older cards than newer cards. $260 your best offer. You can probably make an offer here, maybe get it for $230 or less. I'd avoid the OC. That low OC is going to bring down the value of this one. $269. Yeah, I'd be a buy on this 9. Right? That's why you do technical analysis. Let's pull up the 10 quick. Because I'm a buy on the 10 too, because it's been sideways and it's going to go up. A lot of hype with Justin Herbert. Having probably the best rookie season of all time. Here we go, 1,100, 1,150, 1,200 or best offer. Make an offer on it. I'm going to put a link in the description to both of these, the 10 and the 9, because I'm a buy on both. Look, they've been sideways. They're bound to go up as we get closer to the season. I think this could be a $2,000 card. I'm probably higher on the, it's hard to say. Am I higher on the Kyler Murray or the Justin Herbert? Because in a way, something like Kyler Murray holds Justin Herbert back a bit, comparison-wise. These are their two prisms. But as a much higher pop count of Kyler Murray. Justin Herbert's pop count's lower, so it makes his prices a little higher. And he's just so new, fresh meat that people really want him. And he had such he had probably the best quarterback rookie season of all time. So I'm a buy. I think it's going to be a $2,000+ card. The 10. And the 9 will probably be 600 plus. Next on the list, Deshaun Watson, 2017 Prizm Silver. Pop count at 2,035. 14 sales on the week. Up 10%. I'm not buying. I'll tell you that much right now. Listen, I don't know what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson. I just don't want any part of that. And I'm willing to take a loss for sure. This card started the week at $566, had a high sale of $699, latest sale of $632. So on the week, it definitely is up, but let's pull it up over the last 60 days. Nothing but going down. There's a little bit of a bump because it got down here so goddamn low. Because this card at its height went for $1,500. So it got down to $500. Some people are like, well, geez, I'll take a flyer on it. It could go all the way back up. Man, I don't know. I just don't want to play around with that kind of fire. There's other investments to make. I agree if he comes back and he gets cleared of all this stuff and gets his name put back up and he gets to start and he does well, sure, this card's going to go way back up. But it's going to take some time, and I don't know if that's going to happen at all. So I'm just avoiding Deshaun Watson. For real, I understand at this point, if you bought at $1,500, it's down to $5, you might as well hold. But in reality, you could take that $550 and put it into Kyler Murray. And obviously, I think this will get up to $1,200-$1,500. You can get your money back from your loss on Deshaun Watson if you were the guy that paid $1,500. Odds are you didn't pay that high, but that's what I'm saying. It's hard to do that. But what are you gonna do? I don't think he gets back up to $1,500. If he does, it's gonna be a long ways away. Not gonna be before this season. And I think that you can take your loss there. Your $1,000 loss, that's hard to swallow. But you take that 550 and you reinvest it into Kyler Murray, and this goes to 12, 1500, you get a lot of money back, whereas Deshaun Watson, he may go lower. As these trials go on, he can go lower. I don't know how he really goes back up much. It's going to be... I don't want any part of this right now. That's all I got to say. I hope you get what I'm saying there. Next on the list, Daniel Jones, another guy that I've recommended to the Sports Card Society, this card in particular, and other ones of his. His 2019 Select Concourse is the one we're looking at. 426 pop count, pretty low. 14 sales on the week. Now that's pretty good number of sales considering the pop count. Up 31.5% on the week. Oh, coffee. So this card started the week at 108. Went up to 172, then went down to about 145, which is where I think it sits in eBay right now. Good stuff. Let's pull this back 90 days. Could have got this card for $59 during the playoffs. $59. And here he has, beautiful chart just going up. I see no reason why it doesn't go up. He's going to have Saquon Barkley coming back. He's got Kenny Golladay. There's rumors that they're going to draft a receiver. Let's pull him up on eBay because I'm a buy on this one too. Oh, they're none up for sale right now? I mean, I know the pop count's low and all, but come on. Let's do this. Let's get rid of all this stuff, which is usually great. Access denied. What you talking about, Willis? Let's try this one more time. It's eBay that's being funny. eBay does this sometimes. Why? I don't know. So I literally have to do this now. I have to do this. I have to go in here and search, and now it should work. But it still might mess up on me here while I do this. The Buy It Now button is the one that screwed it up. All right, here we go. So where are we at? Let's find him. Let's find that card. What did it look like again? Right there. Oh, maybe there really isn't any. Guess we're looking for his concourse. This is his premier level. There really aren't any up for sale. Well, no, there's one at 235. That's too high. Too high. There really aren't any up for sale right now. Maybe the society bought them all up. Because I recommended this a little while ago. The premier level here is sitting at 200. Let's go. Let's see what his premier level's like. See, this is one of the many reasons I love the market movers tool. I can just do this, just select variations. They seem to be traveling together, but the premier level, it should be more than this, because look at the pop count, 155 compared to 426. Kind of a goofy stance. Latest sale on that was 95. That's not real. 130. Let's type in, we're going to type in Premier. $200 or best offer. I like this one. I'd pay more for this one than the concourse. I'd make an offer on this. All right, I'd want to get it for probably 180. So I'll put a link in the description to that because all the concourse are sold out apparently because people are holding on to Daniel Jones. They should be. But this is silver? That PSA 10? Oh. Let's see what the pop count on that one is. Didn't mean to make this a Daniel Jones video, but apparently that's kind of what's happening. Let's see what the pop count is. We'll pull the concourse and stuff up. I'm going to pull up the concourse silver too. $202 on the concourse silver. What about the premier silver? 142. So it's very similar to the regular premier in terms of pop count, but it's a silver. People just would much rather have the silver than the regular. I'll put a link to all this But I'm recommending this one under 200. That's what I ended up doing here. See, that's why like having this market movers tool, like I just go through this stuff and I find deals. It's not always about looking at the top 10 or something like that. Like it's about diving deeper into the data, and that's what I really do with the delta factor, is I show you how to dive deeper into the data, which is more than just technical analysis. It's really about using deductive reasoning and stuff to figure out how to find stuff, undervalued cards that are like, well, they're just what I put out, they're outliers, but they're just left behind, and you go get them because they're going to catch up. This is interesting. But this is interesting too. So I'll put a link to that one in there. We'll move on from Daniel Jones. Next on the list, Joe Burrow, 2020 Prism, pop count of 345, 14 sales on the week, up almost 6%. Another card I have recommended to the Sports Card Society a while ago. Here it is at 600 to start the week. Got up to a high sale of 700, ended the week at 676. Let's pull this back 90 days. Joe Burrow looks like he's making full recovery, and he'll be back for the start of the season. Here we were 90 days ago. Could have got this card for around 400. Went up to a high in February around the Super Bowl of 800. It's just been kind of riding sideways, and that's why I like this card, because it's only a matter of time before it goes up. Again, this pop count's going to stay pretty low because people are not sending these into PSA right now, and they haven't been since PSA launched the new prices. Well, not so much the new price as the suspension of services. Temporary suspension, they say. We'll see. Pretty low pop count. I really like this card. I see this as being a $1,500, maybe $2,000 card by the time the season rolls around. I like it. This is Joe Burrow's Prism rookie card. This is and Prism of this set looks pretty good to me. I really like this year's Prism, or 2020's Prism. Let's go to buy it now, see what we can find. $740 or best off. You can get this for under $700. I like it because I think the real value of it's about $700. And if you can get it for $700 or less, I love it. So I'm buy on that. Next on the list, and it'll be the last one on the list, Lamar Jackson, 2018 Donruss, pop count of 2773, 13 sales on the week, up about 15%. Yet another card I have recommended to the society and certainly bought several of myself. It is football buying season. That is all I can say. But it's gonna the window is gonna start closing. I mean, these cards have been going up. There's still plenty of room left for them to grow. But I mean, man, when we hit that NFL draft, you're going to see a lot of cards go up, and you're just going to lose. There's still going to be room to make money, but the longer you wait, the less you're going to make. Also, the less amount of time you have to have money parked in a card. But to me, that's what investing is. It's about putting your money in something to allow it to grow. It's not about putting your money somewhere quick and trying to get back double really quick. I mean, yes, that's great, but those types of transactions, those types of efforts, they tend to burn you a lot. Whereas if you make these actual methodical, patient decisions where, okay, I buy football in January, February, March, April, and I just wait to get closer to the new season. I park my money there. I make a decision that that's what this money is for. This money's not for Netflix. This money's not for my car payment. This money's not for a new TV. This money's not for rent. This money is for me to grow my wealth. This money is for me to be an investor. And I choose to invest in sports cards because the returns are fantastic if you know what you're doing, if you do it right. If you're just gambling, trying to buy a card on speculation, too much speculation, you're just gambling. And you're going to lose money. You're not going to win that game. You're going to have some really good wins, but you're going to have a whole lot of losses, and you are just not going to get anywhere like that. It's impatient. Be patient. Buy cards when you should buy them, and it's almost more important to not buy cards when you should not buy them. You know what I'm saying? I bought this Lamar Jackson for like $120. Here we are in April. It's going for $200. I bought it like a month and a half ago, and I recommended it to the society. We're getting it for like $120. Now it's $80. Oh, sell it, man. The NBA playoffs are coming. You need to get in there and invest in your players. I agree. I'm cool. No, I don't agree with making that move at all. Keep this Lamar Jackson because you know it's going to keep. I'm certain, personally, it's my opinion. I can't guarantee a damn thing. He could go out and get in a car accident tomorrow, bust his legs, and all this stuff goes to hell, But I feel very certain. I feel very confident that this card's going to keep going up until the season starts, which is, for May, June, July, August, September, 4 or 5 months from now. So I got to keep my money parked in this thing to get maximum return. I'm also going to be investing in basketball cards because of when the playoffs come around. But I made a video a couple days ago saying, if you buy these cards, be comfortable holding them until the next basketball season or taking a loss. Because there's no guarantee they're going to go up leading to the playoffs. I believe they will, but you need to account for what might not happen. But we do know as we get to the next season, which will probably be in October, the cards will go up in value. We know that. We are very certain of that. Going into the playoffs, we'll see. I think they will, but it can be a little trickier to navigate. That's all I'm saying. Right here, buying Lamar Jackson in April or in February or in January, because he was in the playoffs, but January too after he lost, is just hold that until the next season and you're going to make a great gain on your money. That's investing. Everything else is gambling. That's the difference between investing and gambling. I think it's really about you can lose at any of it, for sure. But investing has a lot more method to it. It has a lot more patience. It has a lot more research. It has a lot less speculation. It has a lot more certainty in it. It doesn't necessarily have the as high of upside. Oh, it can have very high upsides. But the gambling thing, obviously, if you make double, triple your money in a week, yeah, that's great. Cool. That's awesome, But that's whatever you're partaking in is gambling. It's high speculation stuff. Investing, that's really the difference between investing and gambling, is the amount of speculation. I don't have to speculate that Lamar Jackson is in the prime of his career, came off his first playoff win, going into next season with a young team. They look good. He's good. He's highly touted for fantasy football. He's got a lot of things going for him. I don't have to speculate on that. Could something Deshaun Watson style happen? Yeah. But that's also why you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You don't say, I'm buying all Lamar Jackson. That's where all my money's going. No, I buy a lot of different players. Hope that helps. I'm obviously buying this card to say it short. Let's pull this thing back 90 days. Search. Here he is. $118. Hanging out there around that 120 mark. This is where we were buying me in the society. And now, where is he? He's just been slowly, nicely ticking up. There he is at 186. Here he is at 200. I see no reason why this card doesn't go to $400 or $500 by the time the season rolls around. And you just have to have the patience to let your money sit there. You got to have the patience. And you got to learn to not buy as much, probably more so than when to buy. Join the society. I give some really, really good picks. Really good. I'd say I did a thing a while ago. I went through a bunch of my picks and I saw that it was something like 83% of my picks were winners. 83%. And none of them were like real losers. I think there were a couple that, something happened. I think because I had a Deshaun Watson pick in a while ago. And of course I can't foresee that he's going to have all these allegations come out and it's going to tank his cards. You can't do that. So I missed out on that one, but I sold that stuff like that to cash out, take my losses and reinvest into Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Luka, stuff like that. I got a comment from a member the other day that they really like it when I talk about investing like this. And so I'm trying to make a point of doing it more so because this is really education. We can look at this data and this guides us where to go, but we got to have the mindset and the philosophy to really get the most out of it. You know what I mean? Leave a comment. So yeah, I'm a buy on this. Let's go to, did I already pull it up on eBay? Let's go to eBay. Yeah, I'm a buy. Of course I'm a buy. I've been a buy. Still a buy. $195. I'm a buyer. 199, I'm a buyer. 199, I'm a buyer. 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 Anyone got a best offer? I'd like to make an offer to somebody. Ooh, no. Hell no. Not GMA. Yuck. Anyone got best offer? They weren't. I don't care. I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer. Anything around 200, I'm a buyer. Put a link for it in the description. And he was the end of the list. That's why I kind of went on that rant of the philosophy of investing versus gambling. Because this, you can call it sports card investing. You could call it poker investing. You could call it blackjack investing. Just because you use a word doesn't make it true. It has to do with the amount of speculation. Other things too. That's just the first thing that comes to my mind. Speculation. I'm not speculating that Kyler Murray is going into his third season after having 2 phenomenal seasons. Each, his second one being a step up from his last, being Rookie of the Year. DeAndre Hopkins. They just got J.J. Watt on the defense. They almost made the playoffs. I think Cliff Kingsbury just needs to get his game plan together a little more. And Kyler Murray's going to be very highly drafted in fantasy football. I mean, he's got everything. He's a likable kid. He's pretty clean. It's just everything going for him. Dwayne Haskins, moron. I think Sam Darnold's a good quarterback. But I don't think he's going to get the hype leading into the season. So there's better options like Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, Daniel Jones, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. If you ever heard of him before. So that's what I got for you today. Links for everything in the description. Again, I'm doing the giveaway. All you got to do is all the instructions are the links in the description. You just got to click the link. It'll take you to NBA Top Shot to my showcase. Just hit the like or the fire button. And because if I get enough likes or fires on that, then I may get a pack from them, which would be great. And if I do get a pack from them, I'm going to give away some of that to you guys too. So all around. So all you got to do is click that link, give it a like, and then take a screenshot, post it in the comments below. Take you maybe 30 seconds, a minute. Well worth it. Help a guy out. And plus, I want to get to that 3,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Hit that like button. Links to everything in the description. The cards I think are buys, the podcast, the newsletter, the Sports Card Society, and the Delta Factor. And of course, the Market Movers tool, which, come on, man. If you are serious about sports card investing, you have to have this. Link in description. Code Society for 20% off your first month of your first year. I have the year subscription Pro version. So that's everything. I hope that was helpful. Really start thinking about what it really means to invest. It means having patience. It really does. Patience to hold, patience to not buy, and some guts too sometimes to buy. Like yesterday, I bought a almost $1,800 Patrick Mahomes rookie, and I'm like, ooh, am I gonna spend $1,800? I'm like, yeah, it's Mahomes. But it's like, if he goes into a car accident tomorrow, those cards are going to go down a lot. That card, rather. So, you got to have some guts there too, but you got to diversify. These are my philosophies. Anyways, and I've done pretty well with them. I do pretty well with them. So, all right, this card pack, thank you for watching. You're so awesome. Stay classy. I'll see you tomorrow.